friends, welcome back to my channel. So this is the look I decided to create for you. I wanted to create something that's a little bit more dramatic than what we normally do, especially for New Year's Eve. You know, you definitely want to end the year on a bang. So I thought this smoky eye with a bright colored lip was something fun to do. So if you guys like this look, please stay tuned. So first I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I'm going to take NYX's Tame in Frame in a small angled brush and just outline my eyebrows and then gently fill them in. Next, I'm going to take NYX's Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the color Beige, and I am just going to prep my eyelids as well as sculpt out my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and generously apply this to my crease. This is going to act as a transition color between our lid color and our crease color. And I'm just using a Morphe MB25 brush. To prep our lid for eyeshadow, I'm going to use Maybelline's Color Tattoo in Dramatic Black. And I'm just going to use that same MAC 195 concealer brush to apply this to my lid, making sure to not get this in the crease. I'm going to apply the majority of this color to the center of my lids, and then I'm just going to blend this out using my finger. And also start blending this into the crease. For my lid, I am going to use Makeup Geek's Corrupt Black Eyeshadow. You can use any black eyeshadow or any colored eyeshadow for this step. And I'm just going to use a London Brush Company Classic number 15 brush. Make sure to tap off any excess product before you apply this to your lid, and apply this in small steps just to make sure you apply this color where you want it. The key to a smoky eye is to make sure that the black eyeshadow stays contained within your eyelid, and you make sure you keep it right in your crease. You really don't want to bring it up much higher than your natural crease, because then it becomes a little bit too dramatic, too raccoon-like. So now we're going to soften up this crease, and I'm just going to use Makeup Geek's Mocha eyeshadow in a Morphe M514 brush. Again, tap off any excess product that you have on your brush before you apply it to your eyelid, and we are just going to use windshield wiper motions back and forth to soften up that crease. We are not going to be blending this color or bringing this color up past our natural crease. We just want it to seamlessly blend in with that peach smoothie. And again, I'm just using windshield wiper motion, swiping back and forth to soften up that crease color. Next, I'm just going to clean up any fallout underneath my eyes. So next, I am going to start prepping my skin. I'm going to use CoverGirl's Outlast All-day Primer. This is a brand new primer for me, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm just going to generously apply this all over my face. So while that sets, let's finish with our eyes. So to create my eyeliner, I am just going to use Maybelline's Eye Studio Gel Liner, and I'm going to create a fairly severe wing. I'm going to bring that up all the way up until my crease bone. The part about this step is, since you already have a dark eyeshadow, you don't have to be as precise on your lid with your gel liner, but you just want to make sure that wing is nice and clean. And since one of the important parts of this look is to have a crisp, clean, winged line, I am just going to take a Q-tip with some makeup remover and clean up that line. Alright, and I'm just going to apply one coat of mascara before I apply my false lashes. And I am using L'Oreal's Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. For my lashes, I am using Vegas Nays Shining Star Lashes. I've never used these before, but they are just beautiful, perfect kind of wispy lashes. They just look so gorgeous. And then I'm just going to use this Duo Black lash adhesive. I love this one because it has kind of an easy, almost gel liner tip to it, so it makes it a lot easier to brush on the glue, and if a part does not get enough glue and is sticking up a little bit, it's a lot easier to go in and add that glue. But I usually like to let this dry before I apply this to my lash. It makes it a little bit easier to work with. So I wait probably about 20 to 30 seconds before I apply this. I like to grasp my lash in the middle of them with my tweezers. You want to make sure you get this as close to your lash line as possible. Once you feel like you've hit your lash line, I like to hold it there for a few seconds so the glue gets adhered, and apply that to the end. Hold it there for a few seconds, and then I'll take this end, hold it down for a few seconds as well, and then I'll just pinch the two together with my fingers. And then I will take my finger and push the lashes upward to make sure it keeps its curl. And there, that's it. All right, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the other one, and I'll be right back. All right, now that my lashes are applied, let's move on to our face. So for this look, I am trying out CoverGirl's Stay Luminous foundation. CoverGirl developed this foundation specifically for selfies, so I decided to try this out, and I thought if it works, it's perfect for New Year's. This is luminous, so it's not gonna work that well with my oily skin, but I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks to make sure that your skin stays matte all night. This is in the color medium beige, and I'm just going to apply this directly to my skin using a Real Techniques beauty sponge. To add some contour to my face, I am using Maybelline's Fit Me Shine Free foundation. This is in the color 355. I'm going to start out by carving out my cheekbones. I'm going to start at the top of my ear. You can bring this down more if you want. Just make sure you really blend in this area so you don't have that creepy smile line when you smile. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques sponge to blend this in. Add some to my forehead since I am going to be wearing my hair up, and to my jawbone. Make sure you are creating that contour underneath your jawbone and not right on top, otherwise everyone will be able to see that line. Make sure you blend the forehead contour into your hairline so it keeps that color nice and seamless. Now remember, with this cream contour, we are just creating a base for the powder. And now we're going to add some highlight to our face, and I'm going to use L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This is in the color Classic Ivory, and I'm just going to use a clean Sigma tapered P86 brush. And then I'm just going to use my sponge to blend this in. And now that's blended into our skin, I am going to take our NYX contour and highlight palette, and I'm just going to mix the two center colors right here and start sculpting out and going over all the areas where we added that cream contour. And I'm just using a MAC small contour brush to do this. So make sure you're blending your forehead contour into your hairline. This is going to be a long process, but make sure to blend everything in. And this next step is super important if you have more oily skin like I do. You don't want to take a loose powder like this. This is the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder, but any loose powder will work. I prefer to use one with a little bit more color in it than the white powders. But I'm just going to dab some into my lid. Take my sponge. I'm going to use the sponge with the pointy end. Generously just dab my sponge into the product so it looks like this, and then I'm just going to press this onto my skin. Now you don't have to press this in to make it dissolve, but we're just pressing this onto the surface, and this product is going to absorb into the skin and basically seal everything in. You can do this in any area where you added a little bit too much of that contour, and I did that in this area right here, so I'm just going to clean that up. I'm gonna add this definitely to my nose. Apply as much as you can to your nose, because for me, that's where I get the most oily. And my chin. And then for sure, I'm gonna do this underneath my eyes. Okay, so this is the baking technique as I mentioned before, but this totally works not just for setting your foundation or making it look natural, but it really helps if you have oily skin. I did this technique for my trip to Seattle, which was not long ago, and I did my makeup at 4 a.m. and it lasted all the way until 1 a.m. the next day, and I didn't have to touch up any of my makeup, so it was so awesome. So the longer you keep this baking technique or these baking areas on your face, the longer your foundation and highlight will last on your face. So usually at this point I like to do my hair or whatever else. So probably about 10-15 minutes I will keep this onto my face and then I'll dust it off. So I'm gonna keep this on for a while and then I'll be right back. So you can just wipe this off or dust this off with your fluffy brush if you like. I am using a MAC tapered face brush, and I am actually going to add some of this product and a little bit of this product from the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette. Tap off any excess, and then I'm just going to flick the powder off my face. Alright, and that is it. It's super easy. And just to add a little bit more highlight back into my face, I am just going to use the lightest color right here. I don't want to use this one because this has some shimmer in it, but I am just going to gently dab this underneath my eyes and all over the areas that I've highlighted on my face to make sure that that still stays bright. And for my blush, I am going to use NYX's Dusty Rose and just apply this right to my cheeks and flick outwards. And then you can start gently blending that in just a hair with your contour. And then on top of that, I'm going to add NYX's Terracotta. And then to add a little bit of highlight to just above my cheekbones, I am going to use NYX's Illuminator. This is in the color Gleam. And for our lips, I'm going to use NYX's Lip Primer. Now for this look, you can use any lip color that you like, but you can use a nude lip color. I swatched quite a few. This is Maybelline's Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick. So this dries matte on your lips, but in case you don't want a nude lip or natural lip for this look, you can do one like this. So you can do a bright lip color like this. This is the new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. This is in the color Aphrodite Kiss. And I thought this would be perfect for New Year's. Something different, something bold. Alright everybody, so this is the final look. And of course, make sure you spray your face. You want to make sure that everything is nice and set and beautiful. Thanks you guys so much for oh wait, there's one more step. So the last step, I want to add this beautiful glitter to our lower lash line. This is Revlon's Photo Ready Eye Art, and I'm just going to apply this to the bottom part of my lash line. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this to the inner corner of our eye. So in case you guys don't want to add this glitter to your lower lash line, you can add a little bit onto the tip of your finger and dab it on your lid, or just add it to the inner corners of your eye. Thanks you guys so much for spending the time with me. I hope you guys like this look, and if you do, definitely give me a thumbs up and like this video. Share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. I have one more New Year's Eve look that is coming out soon, and I have tons of new videos coming out in the next year. Thanks again, you guys. I really appreciate your support this year, and I look forward to seeing you in 2016. Bye!